Hey guys, welcome back. Rob Sumrall here, and this is another episode of Cuisine for the Quarantine. You know, all of the world is agog about the interesting delicacies that have been introduced into pubs with the pub burger trend. You've got burgers served on pretzel buns, and you've got burgers served with exotic cheeses, and I gotta tell you, I haven't met one yet that I didn't want to try. Well, thankful to HelloFresh, tonight we're going to introduce our family into the world of exotic pub burgers. I think you're going to really enjoy this. It's a new recipe for me, but I'm really excited to give it a try. Welcome to Pork Gouda Burgers. So for today's recipe, we're going to utilize the following ingredients. They've sent us some mayo, some sour cream, some sriracha, some ground pork, a couple of yellow onions, a rinky-dink lime, some smoked paprika, a couple of cloves of garlic, 4 slices of Gouda cheese, a mound of Yukon Gold potatoes, and some beautiful looking potato buns. You may have noticed that I have stopped bolstering up my meals. Before I was taking a meal kit that was intended to feed 4, and I was feeding 5. Well, the reason I've stopped doing that is because my son has abandoned us. He has gone back to Birmingham, and so now I'm just back to feeding 4 mouths, and I'm the only fella in the house. And if he's starving to death somewhere, it's his own stinking fault. He could be here right now where I'm feeding him. These burgers are going to be chopped with some onions that are going to be caramelized. So today we're going to caramelize onions. You're going to see how that works. It's a beautiful technique to make even a person that doesn't necessarily love onions be able to eat them. Like my wife, she likes onions. She doesn't love onions, but man, she could just sit there with a fork and a knife with caramelized onions and just eat those things because they are so delicious and sweet. I'm gonna roll with the yellow onions that they've given me here, but I'll be honest, I was really tempted to go to the pantry and to replace them with those good Georgia Vidalia onions. I'm going ahead and slicing the ends off of these onions. Ugh, that's not a very good looking onion. I guess I'll use that as an excuse to steal me a Vidalia onion. You can tell Vidalias because they look like they got sat on. They're fat and they're squat. That's just how they're shaped. I've never wanted an onion to be bad so much in my life as that onion right there. And when it was bad, it just kind of made me happy. Don't send me any more bad produce, HelloFresh, but I am getting to use Vidalias. And you know what, guys? I'm robbing you of an opportunity. Because guess what? You guessed it. It's time to chop something. It's time! It's time to chop some things. Look at these beautiful carrots. Chop, 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 chop some things. A sharp knife is your best friend. Keep those fingers tucked in real tight. Just let the blade do the work. Chop, 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 chop some things. Man, I love yellow squash. So we have minced up our garlic. We've thinly sliced our onions. I gotta tell you, if you were ever going to caramelize onions, I think a thin slice really helps you. We have minced up a little bit of the onion as well. We've zested the lime, and now we are cutting these guys into what I would consider to be potato wedge size strips. They sent me an awful lot of potatoes here. I'm not sure I'm gonna do them all. They are good looking potatoes though. So let's just see how that goes. They are Yukon Golds. Now, you've heard me sing the praises of Yukon Golds. I'll be honest, for this, if I were grocery shopping, I would probably rather use a russet here for this. Because I think a russet makes a better fry than the Yukon Gold. If I'm doing something like a pot pie or soup or a mashed tater, I'm gonna go with the Yukon Gold every time. If I'm doing a French fry, I want a russet. You can see we've got a sheet tray full of our potatoes that are ready to go. Now, we're going to go off the reservation here with the HelloFresh recipe because they want us to use just smoked paprika, salt, and pepper. That sounds, frankly, kind of boring to me, and I'm just not into that today, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, one got away. Okay, now notice I'm going to season with my right hand, mix with my left, have one goopy hand. I'm just kind of holding the edge of this with my right hand here. Okay, healthy amount of salt. Okay, we're gonna just kind of mix them all up. Little pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots. Now here's where we're going off the reservation. This is a spice that I used the other day in my gumbo recipe. It's my take on Emerald Lagasse's essence. And shapow! Those fries just started talking Creole. That fries ain't shy, boy. Give me some of that. Give me some of that season down on the bayou. I want some of that season down on the bayou because it's gonna make me taste so good. Give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. You say, what? How much you gonna put on me? I'm gonna put it on you till you stop talking all crazy like. On behalf of the producers of this dignified show, I would like to apologize for such embarrassing and undignified and uncouth behavior as whatever just happened here. Thank you and good day. We got 3 tablespoons of butter melting away here, and we are going to add in our thinly sliced onions right into there. They are going to get happy. I'm very thankful that they went with butter. I was afraid they were going to go with olive oil. Got a little bit of skin in there. Let me pick that out. I was afraid they were going to go with olive oil, and I just don't think that caramelizes as well. To help them along, we're going to put in a half of a tablespoon of sugar, just a tiny amount of sugar. That's almost nothing at all. Okay? We're going to hold off on salting them. We're just going to let these guys work here. We're just above a medium heat. We're not in a rush. Don't rush your sauteed onions. Well, these are not sauteed onions. These are caramelized onions. Don't rush them because you'll get sauteed onions. You say, well, what's the difference? Sauteed onion is a caramelized onion that isn't as well loved. That caramelized onion is going to be caramelized through and through. It's going to be sweet. That sauteed onion is going to have caramelization, but it's not going to be fully caramelized. That's my explanation. Somebody foodier than me can help you understand that even better. Okay, we're going to let these guys hang out and just be happy. Hey, while those onions are doing their thing, let's go ahead and get our patties made up. So we're using ground pork meat, and I'll just be honest, that's not something that's really in my repertoire a lot as a home cook. I frankly had not been exposed to it very much until I moved to Kentucky. My buddy Jeff Lohman always made the best pork burgers, and that's what he called them. He would make burgers, and then he would put them in a crock pot with an amazing amount of barbecue sauce, and he would let those things cook for forever. And I mean, you want to talk about something that was good? Jeff, you need to have me over. I mean, nothing was better than those pork burgers and a good cold libation. You couldn't ask for anything better. So we're going to take this. To it, we're going to add half of our minced garlic. Okay. It's that fresh garlic that we chopped up. That's about a clove there. We're going to add all of our minced onion. It's about 2 tablespoons. Called for 2 tablespoons. I didn't measure it. And then this shocks me. What am I going to do with this? It wants me to add half a teaspoon of sugar. Say what, HelloFresh? What you talking about, Willis? All right. All right. We're going to do it. It's not a half teaspoon. That was for 2 servings. It's a whole teaspoon. I've never done this in my life. 1/2 a teaspoon. 1 whole teaspoon. I'm a little nervous about that. Who put sugar in their burger? If this tastes awful, y'all are going to hear it. I will not lie to my viewers. Okay. Healthy pinch of salt. It said put in paprika, but I'm not doing that. I'm nervous. I'm putting in some of my essence, which has a lot of paprika in it. All right, I'm going to wash my hands again, and we're going to patty this out into 4 patties. Let me get cleaned up, and I'll show you how we do that. We're just going to go in here and mix it like you're kneading bread. Okay. Just going to work it. Just going to work it. You can feel that onion. You can feel that garlic in there, chunky stuff. And watch this. I'm just going to put it out here on the pan, on our sheet. We're done with this. I'm done with this for the day. Okay. I just kind of score it so I can see. Take your rings off. Okay. I want to get 4 even patties if I can. Okay. Ugh. This is not a job for the faint of heart. Okay. It's pork. I will tell you, if it's colder, it won't stick to you as much. Okay. Colder, it won't stick to you as much. So if it's too gross for you, just stick it in the fridge for a little bit. That'll help it out. Okay. I'm going to cook them here in just a second, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Yuck. Ham burgers, or I guess these are pork burgers. All right, let me clean up. These guys are starting to look amazing. That's how we want them to be looking. And these guys are looking amazing too. You can see how beautiful these onions are. We could take them further, but we're not gonna. We're gonna leave them right there, right here. Let me come over here so we can see. That's one thing when you're sauteing onions, or rather when you're caramelizing onions, you want a big old pan full because they're really gonna cook down. Okay. And you can also see we broke out the cast iron grill for today, okay? So I'm letting that come to temp. It won't be long, and it's gonna be ready to plop on some burgers. So I don't trust this cast iron skillet. It's not one that's in regular use for me. So I'm gonna drizzle in some olive oil, but watch this. Now my pan's very hot right now. Just gonna coat all of those irons there with a paper towel. Because I'll be honest, this is not one that I use a ton that has a great seal on it. But I think we're gonna be okay there. Ooh, pork burgers! Would you look at those beautiful fries? Oh, it's too hot, too hot, too hot. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Look at them shaking. You know what that means? That means they didn't stick. They didn't stick. And I got dishes, so now I'm happy. All right, so this is a preference. Told you guys I was gonna cook my fries off about 25 minutes. I looked at them, and of course the temp on the oven is really high. It's 450. But I still didn't like where they were at. So no joke, I probably cooked these guys off like 32 minutes to get the texture I wanted. And you say, what is that texture? Well, I wanted it to be more like a fry than a baked potato, okay? And so in order for that to happen, it just took a little bit longer. And I think, oh yeah, I don't think I know. Oh yeah, go down to the bayou. Yeah, baby. That made me think of my friend Tim Dogate down on the bayou. Go get some etouffee with my friend Billy Ray. Shy, baby. Boudreaux and Thibodeau. They want these fries, oh mio mio. That's good stuff. Once again, the management would like to apologize for the undignified, horrific Cajun accent that the personality known as that guy tried to portray on the YouTube viewing audience. All 14 of you. We're sorry. Don't sue us.
What's that sauce?
It is a mayonnaise, sour cream, lime.
Is it what we had when we had the other hamburgers?
Tzatziki? No, but yeah. So what I'm left with is this, okay? Now, there's a problem. I don't know if you've picked up on the problem yet. My mouth is this big, and my burger is that big, okay? So I'm just gonna try to, I don't know, they don't teach you how to do this in seminary. Hold on, I need to try another bite. So, let me have a little bite of this. I told you I'd be honest with you. I don't know that I can taste the sugar in the burger, which in my opinion is a good thing.
Sorry.
I'm sure something happened with that burger, but I don't know. I think this is a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And with that, friends, I got to tell you, we've done it again. We have served up a delicious pub burger version of Cuisine for the Quarantine. Ba-da-da. That sauce is so good. I know I'm going to dip my potatoes in it. Me too.
Cuisine for the quarantine.